and also slowing down, having more patience. So the big thing I worked on was having patience, and then taking the action that needs to be done. So they're the two actions that I took. So being patient and taking the action. The third one was stopping to think about the problems with the business. So this isn't working. This is taking too long. This partner's not coming back to me. This is not happening. Just stepping out of that altogether and just focusing on, wait, what do I need to do? And where's this business going? Okay, that's where it's heading. And it's not happening in my time. It's happening in its time. And so with those three magnificent results in all one, like probably the main, my primary business, it's essentially property development in a way. That's the projects that have been waited have been 4 years in the making, have all of a sudden they're all happening now, which means that things are being built, and it's just so satisfying seeing buildings getting built. Like, especially that's part of the business. So that's amazing. And then the other two businesses, which are more creative in nature, we're having really great, just amazing successes and shifts. And
did you find? What did you find? Did you find it easier to move forward into those two ideas? Because let's make it clear, when we met, you had those three ideas on the table. So the property development one was representing, let's say, one unit. Today it represents 3 times more. Is that correct? In value over a certain period of time?
It's hard to say. It is hard to put it into those sort of figures because like one thing that I've learned over the last sort of 20 years in business is that no deal is done until the deal is done. So until when the money's in the bank, then the deal is done, sort of thing. So there's a number of deals that have been floating around, and they sort of they've come on a lot quicker than I thought they would have. And I think the more measurable thing is the ease in which they've come. It's like, so I'm not pushing for stuff. I'm like I've stepped back from it meaning something about me, and because one of the two things that I value, or two of the things I value really highly, are freedom and security. And so finance, having lots, like, mega millions of finance, has the perception of giving me that freedom and security, but that's not even true. So being able to find that freedom and that security within myself, and yes, certainly through the coaching that I got with you. And
so basically, would you say that you found ease by expanding, or by gaining confidence, trust, and faith in taking the action for the materialization or the manifestation of those projects?
Yep. So fair statement. Yeah.
What would you say to someone who would like, or who would be thinking about working through those programs with me?
I would say that I'd recommend it. I would highly recommend to work with you. I think you've been like, even just from I feel like you're a really good listener, and so you listen. And the reason I think you're a good listener is because you can sift through the 30-minute jarble of whatever's happening and go, and this is the bit that we're going to talk about. And so I felt like in the first couple of months, I just had, I haven't had coaching, even with the size of the businesses that I'm developing, I haven't had coaching for, I would say, almost 10 years, maybe a little bit less than 10 years, 8 years or something like that. And so there's probably 8 years of built up pressure of just wanting to be able to, there's something really nice about paying someone to just 100% listen to me. So there's no other, the exchange is this: here's my money, now you pay attention to me. I don't need to pay attention to you at all. And I'm not saying that, I don't mean that in a malicious way. There's something really nice about being completely selfish, because I don't think we do that a lot. Certainly for me, there's always a guilt factor about just having someone, completely dedicated to listening. So I really enjoyed that with you, that you were really present. You were really present and available and generous with your time and acute. So you were very, like you knew the points to focus on. And I would say of the 24 sessions, or probably had a few more than that. Probably, let's just round it to 30 if it was 30. I would say you were like on point most of them. There might have been one or two where there was just something else in the flow, and that could have been also my stuff that I was going through, and maybe there was a few points that you were challenged. But even at moments when you were challenged, you still had the presence of mind to step back yourself and go, wait, there's something happening for me, and you just check in with yourself, and it's like, yeah, there's something happening for me, and you would do your best to clear that, which yeah, I thought was really good. So for people who are thinking about having coaching, and as you know, I've already recommended, like whenever someone asks on Facebook who's a good coach, I've recommended you a few times. So I feel like yeah, you're a really good coach.
Look, I had set up this service about 4 or 5 years ago as a professional service, and I had myself coaching. I've identified benefits but drawbacks as well, and it's through the 3 coaching programs, which were quite substantial. It was a premium where you don't put $500 an hour with a coach as an investment and not getting results. But something was missing somehow in some ways, and that's something which led me to put some specific component in the strategy I work with people. And I believe somehow in some ways I'm very excited because I found some beautiful answers, whether it's with you or someone else. Well, what can I say? Except that it really makes me, I wouldn't say happy, but it makes me poised. It makes me composed. It makes me fulfilled. It makes me, it gives me the ability to see things with way more clarity and the ability to improve the service to gain even much faster results. And you've been, for me, one of my most important clients in the sense of having the ability to see what is missing eventually to fill up the gap and have this beautiful flow unfolding, natural and organic realignment between the mind and the body for you, for a person to put their things together and just get the result without having to waste energy, to waste money, to waste time. So hopefully we see what unfolds over time, and I'll be very happy to catch up with you later on and see if it holds together. Nicolas, thank you so much. What would be your last words?
Well, my last words are of gratitude to you. I have a lot of gratitude. I felt like, I felt very well supported, and I felt like the things happened so quickly because there was an alignment with us. And I'm very grateful for the place that I'm at the moment, which it's like all 4 of those statements I think are different, including the crypto. I finally got into crypto, and I haven't made a fortune, but I made, at least I'm in the game again. So I'm not so disgusted by finance anymore. But
that's cool. So you found, definitely. Thank you so much, Nicolas. It's
cheers, mate.
And
no worries.
Speaking to you very, very soon.
No worries. Thank you. See ya.
Bye.